What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Corey from the South Side, and today we're working on the Black D. So my wife was experiencing some steering wheel vibration. Whenever she would touch the brakes, the steering wheel would just do that. So we're gonna take care of that today. And the parts we're gonna use, so these are technically E9X whatever M3 parts that have been manufactured by the OEM manufacturer, which was TRW, but they can't sell these parts to the aftermarket with the BMW branding, anything BMW related, so they have to scratch it off. And they can sell you these parts for cheaper. I think this was about $280 from my favorite store, FCP Euro. Not affiliated, not sponsored yet. I need to ask them for a sponsorship. Anyway, we're going to be installing these. I don't think there's been a video of these being installed on the non-M. So, hope y'all enjoy. Alright, the Black D is safely on jack stands with wheel chocks behind the rear wheels. The jack will remain under the subframe for redundancy. And now we can begin the repair. First, you're going to take the wheel off. It's 5/17 millimeters. Go ahead and slide the tire under the car for triple redundancy. Safety first, man. Y'all can't be dying out here. You want to take off the underbody panel. It's a whole bunch of these 8 millimeters. My underbody panel is screwed, no pun intended. All the screws are missing. But yeah, take out all of these 8 millimeters and this panel should drop right down and you can slide it from right under the car. And some genius decided to put a security Torx bit on my panel. So I don't have a bit right now. I'll probably go to Amazon and get one. So we're just gonna leave it hanging. This is the tension arm that I thought was defective. Because I saw a little bit of oil. I thought that was the fluid coming out of the bushing, but that may just be an oil leak. So we'll pull this arm out and we'll see if it's actually bad on both sides. Turn your steering wheel to the right to get easier access to the 21 millimeter nuts that we're gonna have to loosen. The 21 millimeter nut for the tension arm is located under the spindle. You have to use a T40 Torx and a wrench to undo this nut, otherwise this stud is just going to keep spinning and we're not going to get anywhere. And an 18 millimeter wrench will loosen that bolt up on the other side. On the opposite side is a captive nut, so you don't have to worry about that. Just make sure it doesn't fall out. After the bolt and the nut are out, this arm just simply lifts up out the way. Kind of. There we go. Alright, let me do a little sanity check here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but this bushing does have a small crack. How about this side? Nope. Alright, if you can't see that, I'm pretty sure you can see this. Look at all that delicious play. And for reference, here are the solid rubber bushing M control arms. Yeah, it ain't moving. Cool. Alright, now that we got the front tension arm out, we're going to focus on this lower wishbone. The easiest way I found to do this is to grab a 21 millimeter, a pretty long extension, and use an impact. Check this out. Done. Piece of cake. And of course, this bolt you have to do manually. Well, you don't have to, but I'm gonna do it manually. All right, make sure you eat your Wheaties because this thing is on here tight. So I'm just gonna yank it. There we go. All right, and now you can see that the bolt is spinning. This is where you grab your second 18mm and you simply place it on the other side. It's not that simple. And you simply place it on the other side. There we go. You simply place it on the other side and just crank this off. Once that bolt is out, and once this nut is off, this simply slides down. You may have a bit of trouble taking this out. So just give it some love, you know? This is called love. And just do a little bit of that and it should come right out. See? Once you give it some love, comes right out. Success. Let's compare the stock arm with the M3 arm. You can just see how much beefier this part is. It's thicker. It's got a little I-beam design here. The bushing is now a bearing in the M3 arm. This is a little rubber mushy bushing for vibration, noise, harshness, you know, for the casual BMW driver. My wife won't care, but I will. Shh, y'all don't tell her. All right, let's go ahead and put this in. And we have run into our first problem. This won't fit. I saw a lot of guys on the forums had this issue too. So what we're gonna have to do is grind down a little bit of this and try again. And with enough grinding and curse words, she slots in there nicely. We got our 21mm nut started, but it's not completely threaded. So we'll tighten that down, and that'll be pretty much the end of the wishbone. All right, we grabbed our jack and we're applying pressure to the bottom of the wishbone. That way we can tighten up that nut right there. And that nut is torqued to 122 foot-pounds. Make sure you drink your milk. Right, nice and shiny. Next is the tension arm. Note that I have not torqued that side yet. That's because I have to put a load on. Well, I don't have to. It's technically a ball joint, but I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to make sure the suspension is at ride height, then torque it. That way I don't put any stress on that ball joint. It's a ball joint. It should be fine, but like I said. But I'm just going to do, you know, standard operating procedure. It doesn't take that much time, and better safe than sorry. All right. Tension strut, tension arm, whatever BMW wants to call it. Again, I am not going to tighten that bushing, but I am going to tighten this side here on the knuckle, spindle, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm not a mechanic. Oh, you want to play games? That was ugly, wasn't it? Okay, so I got it on there. I'm going to try to run it down with my impact and then torque it with my torque wrench. That way it'll save me a lot of time and trouble. Wish me luck. Nope. All right. So now we have to put the T40 in there and torque it the long way. I'll be back. It's tightened, but it's not torqued. the T40 Torx, 21 mil open end. Got the job done. All right, and for the driver's side, you're gonna need this headlight adjuster xenon adaptive bracket thingy, whatever. Here's the part number, BMW 3867. I guess these are the last four of the part number, but it's pretty easy to find. If you don't use this bottom part won't bolt up to the M control arm. So just a little quick tidbit. Let's wrap this thing up. The headlight adjuster bracket is in. Make sure that longer stud on the bracket goes through the control arm. Man, those gold nuts look good. Got them from my my Project Mazda over there, which I'm going to make a video about very soon. So y'all stay tuned. All right, let's drop this bad boy. Oh, wait. Let's torque these down. So I jacked the car up from the bottom of the brake rotor. Don't do that. Do something smarter. Don't be like me. And there's space between the jack and the chassis, so I know that the suspension is being fully loaded on this side, and we can continue torquing. All right, we're set to 74 foot-pounds for the bolts to the chassis. We have 4 of them. 1. After you torque that last bolt, put your underbody panel back on. It may have suffered some casualties like mine, but put it on because it helps with the airflow from the radiator and the intercooler and all that. Well, intercooler if you have an intercooler. But before you put the wheel on, go ahead and admire your new parts. They look good, don't they? All right, let's put the wheel on. I'm not going to give a driving review because it needs an alignment, but I will soon. If this video helped you, click that like button. If you want to see more, click that subscribe button. And remember, this is Corey from the South Side. I'll see y'all in the next video.